this is something I suffer with still today, and this is years ago. I go to get back in my car, and the guys come up behind me so quickly and put a machete to my chest.
So we're back here, brothers. Nice of Jord to join us. Big you up, big up Jord coming on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
My earliest memories of you was when I was younger, and it was crazy because I was talking about it with my boy the other day. You lot had a crew called VO.
Yeah.
And before anyone, I'm telling you, before anyone, it was Jord that we looked up to because he was the person from the ends, Bermsey, right? That
Talbot.
yeah.
SC1.
That made it big so young. So we was all trying to play football. I was at Millwall at the time, and we saw Jord get signed for Liverpool at a young age. But he had this thing where he was always proper cool, and he had the thing where what I spoke on earlier was the VO thing. And it was like a group of you.
Yeah, the four of us.
Four of you, and they'd wear the best drip. They go to the sickest spots. Before STK, anyone knew about STK, before anyone knew about Libs, before anyone knew about any of them places, he was the guy that we looked up to. So that was my earliest memory. But talk to me about 15 years of age, and you was at Wickham.
Yeah, it was a terrific time there. You know, I got scouted when I was 12. And then obviously moved up to Wickham, so I was back and forth. So with my school, I'd maybe go to school Monday to Wednesday, and then the rest of the time I was there, and then play on the weekend.
So at that time, you're 15 years old, and you're playing men's football. What was that like for you?
It was so surreal because I wasn't expecting it. I was enjoying my time, you know, playing in the 18s, scoring numerous scores, and then it just got to a point where I thought I was just going to watch a game for the first team. You know, when you're youngster, you have to go watch the first team game. And then the gaffer at the time was Gary Weddock. He called my mum while I was in the car and said that I'm starting. So I had goosebumps. This was my first start, and then obviously, at first he said I'm going to be in the squad, and then in the change room he said I'm starting. So my mind was everywhere, and then it was tough football. Ball was in the air, you know, just tough defenders in League One.
What league was they in at the time?
League One. And I managed to, you know, have a little 30 seconds where I had the ball, and then I scored, and we won the game. So that's what, you know, took me off.
You know what, yeah, you probably won't even remember this, yeah, because it was such a long time ago, but I played against you.
I know I've played.
Oh, so he knows. You know.
Yeah, bro, I can't lie to you. I'm not played against him. He didn't play against me. He was brolic, like
at a young age.
Yeah, man, and it was solid. Proper good game. It was I think I was at Dagenham and played reserve at your training ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good game. You done really well in that game, and that was.
Thank you.
That was
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because during that time, I was just about to leave to Liverpool. So they weren't playing me in the first team because they didn't want me to get injured. So I was playing the reserve games.
Yeah. No, you done really well. And then after that, I remember just seeing you in Tabard. Obviously, Tabard's a local. And yeah, from then, that's how me and you established our relationship. See you in Tabard every summer. Used to rip it up, you know. Come, run down, play. Tabard's it's like...
Goals for you?
No, but it's not even like goals because it's almost 10 aside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
10 aside, but bro, it's 10 aside.
Paradise, man.
So it's like, bro, it's mad. It's like turn aside.
2 goals and you're off.
Yeah,
2 goals and you're off.
You gotta wait for a while. So you
What,
better
turn
stay-
aside?
Bro, you gotta wait for a while if you're off, you know.
You better stay on the pitch.
Wow.
Yeah. So he used to
mad.
just come play on the left and just, you know that thing he always does. He come on his right foot. He's got that unlocked to be fair. He's had that unlocked from time. I remember that with me, you, Deji used to come, couple ballers. So yeah, that was my first memory. Yeah.
So 15 years of age, yeah? You find out that Liverpool want to sign you. How was that experience, or how did you find out?
Well, at first it was Alex Ferguson that wanted to sign me.
Yeah, so I read that up, I saw that.
Yeah,
It was them and Chelsea, right?
Yeah,
United and Chelsea.
and then I declined them due to the fact of I didn't want to leave home. And then Liverpool came to me when I was 14. I said no again. I said, I'll let you know.
Oh, so they had already come to you prior?
Yeah, they came like the chief, not the chief, like the top scout and someone else. They came literally all the way to my house from Liverpool. And I told them, I think I'll make a decision in a year's time because I was enjoying my life, just
Being at home,
playing for Wickham and just being in my comfort zone. And then when I got to 15, that's when I told them, you know what, I'll join. But there had to be like terms and conditions in there. So like to move my family up, which they did. So I honoured them for that. And then that's when the trip started.
What was the transition like from being 15 years of age, going from playing at a League One to going to one of the biggest teams in the world?
Big transition. I remember my first few training sessions. I've never been, not even Midlands, let alone North England. So when I was training with them, it's like, I don't understand the word they're saying, honestly.
Yes, the accent.
Their Scouse accent, it sounds like they're from Norway.
Yeah.
I swear to God, no disrespect, but
Yeah.
I didn't understand anything. So I got to grips with it, and the intensity of the training was quite hard. I had to get to grips with it because I was 15, they integrated me in the under 18 straight away, and then I trained sometimes with the reserve team. So it was tough, but I got to grips with it.
Would you say there was any emotional help or mental health help when you was at that stage of your career, being so young, leaving home and going to a different environment and playing for
No,
such a massive club?
because I'd go out with family, like
Oh, yes,
just
you had a family.
one family member, and I was just I was excited to just train, because you know, not a lot of people from ends just go to a big club, especially like Liverpool, and so it's just a blessing. So I was just over the moon to just get started and just play a game straight away.
With that, I wanted to ask you. I know you said like they help you integrate with the squad and everything. How did your family settle in?
It was hard for them because, you know, deep down I know my brother and sister, they probably didn't want to leave. They were still in primary school. And my sister was about to start secondary school. But it was you know, your parents, they sacrificed everything for their kids. So they came up and they were there for 6 years. So I credit my mum on that, and my brother and sister. So that helped me, instead of me just going up there and living in you know, you can live with like a family. Yeah, so that helped me.
You know what's so funny? Liverpool love a London boy, ain't it?
Yeah.
I remember the first player that I know went to Liverpool was David Amu. So he went from Millwall. Did you know David Amu? Yeah. So he went from Millwall to Liverpool. I think it was like for like £1 million. But he's my age, he's my generation. You know what I mean? And that was the first one. And then Raheem Sterling, when I was at QPR, he left QPR to go. And then it was you. And then he was the next one, Shea Ojo. Did he come after you as well?
Yeah.
But he's not really from London, he's from Milton Keynes. But yeah, they do love taking like a local lad, you know what I mean? So that's probably.
If I was to ask you your fondest memories of Liverpool, do you have any? And do you have any regrets going to Liverpool?
My fondest memories. Playing Europa League. Because it was my first start in the Europa League and I ended up scoring.
Yeah.
And we needed that point to go to the quarterfinals. So I was proud of myself. Any regrets? To be honest, I feel like I probably could have worked a bit harder. Not on the pitch, but outside of the pitch. Because I had too many distractions around me.
What do you mean? What type of distractions?
I'd have my friends around me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because at that time, I was living alone. I was with my ex. So I'd always have my friends come over. They weren't distracting me in like going to the club and stuff like that, but like not being professional, maybe not going to sleep on time, stuff like that.
Okay.
So that really.
Okay.
And I feel like even though Bournemouth was a big move for me, I feel like I panicked because I knew that there was, you know, Mane coming through. I thought to myself, I'm not going to play. I couldn't be bothered like going on loan again because I'd done 2-3 loans, whereas I should have believed in myself and then maybe, you know, something could have happened.
So you kind of like saw Mane coming through and you just thought to yourself, it's not going to happen here for me. You know?
It's not only that. It's not. I don't want to disrespect, you know, the manager, but he kind of told me that.
Mane's coming through.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that, but
he kind of told me
that
it's your time. Like he kind of left me with an option like, you might as well leave now. Yeah.
How was your mental at that point?
All over the place, because at the same time, me and my ex broke up.
Okay.
Who I still love. I'm gonna shout that out.
Oh, whoa! Exclusive! We got an exclusive!
No, you know
I'm
what
being
it is?
real,
Yeah,
fam.
you know what it is? And I
I'm being
rate
real.
that you've come on and said that, because many people like wouldn't say that, and I love the fact that you're being real and you're saying it how it is. I love that, bro.
And both of them played a part, because I wouldn't say I'm a deep family man, but like I was with my daughter, I was with my ex, we had our own family, living together
In Bournemouth.
in Bournemouth, and I was with my ex in Liverpool, so that was normality for me.
For you, yeah.
So to have that taken away due to my mistakes, I'm not gonna lie, and then football telling me that I can't play because I'm not signing a new contract. Imagine where my head would be at.
And a lot of people...
That's when the depression started, like 2018, 2017. And
when
it's been
you
like this
broke up with
my ex
your ex.
and football.
Okay. And
And
leaving Liverpool.
Yeah. No, leaving Bournemouth.
Leaving Bournemouth.
And then COVID started. Just a whole bunch of stuff. So...
And there's one thing we haven't even spoken on, because I want people to understand Jordon Ibe off the field. When I was doing my research about, it's not even doing my research, because it was a known thing, because obviously you're a big name in my generation, because these are older than me, but in my generation, there was a report that you got robbed, but at the same time, you had a car crash. And I remember in the ends, people saying, oh, what happened to George? He got robbed. Oh, what happened to he had a car crash. So that story, what happened? It was in 2016, I think.
Yeah. So it was birthday weekend.
Your birthday weekend?
Yeah. I'm not going to say anyone's name. I'd gone to my hotel to check in, the Caf Royal. Then I went to Novikov to celebrate. And then from Novikov, I went to Libertine. And to cut the story short, for the whole 2 days, these people were following me in an Audi TT. So I went
Did you see them?
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't
I was
know.
oblivious to this. I'm not thinking anyone's following me for 2 days. So I've got to Libertine, enjoyed myself. I've gone back to the hotel around maybe like 4 in the morning. And then their car was parked out. They slept in their car for 7 hours.
Wow.
And then I'm making my way back to my ex's. She lives in Greenwich. And then I get to like Surrey Quays bit. You know where the double barriers
Yeah,
are?
double barriers, yeah.
Where you can,
Go that way.
yeah, where the train station is. I'm going through that. That's when I clocked. Because the whole time I was listening to Travis, innit? That's when I clocked.
Yeah.
And then he's hit the, I clocked. So I tried to go through quickly. And the car I had, I could hit speed.
Quick. What car was it?
Don't worry. Don't worry. I could hit speed to like get away.
Yeah.
You know, because that was my plan, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
So they clipped the back of my car on purpose, but I couldn't really see who was in the back of the car. It's all tinted out. So it was a bit naive for me to get out the car and check the back of the car. He was in like a grey tracksuit saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sincere. Can we exchange numbers, insurance, all that bull crap?" And then I said, no, don't worry, because I thought this was a bit shady. This is broad daylight at like 12, because I left the hotel around like 10, 11. So I got to get back in my car, and this is something I suffer with still today. And this is years ago. I go to get back in my car, and the guys come up behind me so quickly and put a machete to my chest. And then I try, it was a bit of a tussle. I try to get out of this, but when you're in that phase, it's like, I'm trying to move so quick, but it's going so slow. And then this guy in the passenger had a balaclava, and he came out with a handgun and said, "Pass the watch over." I didn't even have no watch on. So I had to get it out of the glove compartment, give it to them, and then they let me go.
So they definitely knew that there was a watch lurking around, so they've done their homework basically.
It was just, therefore it was set up, I'll never know. But it was 2 days work.
And what's so crazy is you grew up not far from like Surrey Quays, Bermondsey's round the corner from Surrey Quays.
It's close to my house.
It's like, why would they do that to like a local hero? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? You're putting on for the ends. You know what I mean? You're one of the examples. Like, people should see you and be proud.
And I'm getting robbed in my own area.
Exactly. That just don't make sense. You know what I mean?
So that's the craziest thing, and we left that out. So why I had to go back to that is because you've just said, I wasn't with my ex, that played a part. Football's not playing a part. But this incident that we're talking about is in 2016. How old was you at the time?
2016. Either 19 or 20. I just signed for Bournemouth.
That's not normal for a 19-year-old
to experience.
A machete to someone's chest.
I've never seen a gun in my life.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, besides you saying that you're not playing football, your missus is leaving you, you've dealt with a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
And you said just then that you're still suffering with it today.
That's what I wanted to touch upon.
Like once a week counselling, because it's beneficial. I do really need it.
And is it something like, you see when you said you still suffer from it today? Because I know a few people that's been through similar situations, and it's like, is it the anxiety that every time you do jump in your car now, you're looking over your shoulders?
I've got bad anxiety now and depression.
And that's what depression is. It's a compound of events.
Some people's anxiety, like if they get anxious, will go like 2 out of 10. Me is straight 10 out of 10. Like, I could just give you an example. Like one time when I was with my ex, we went to Harrods. I was just getting some stuff for my daughter because it was near her birthday, and I just see like 2 hooded youths. Nothing wrong with them being there, but they were just lurking around, following me in the baby section in Harrods, not buying anything. Like, shit like that is making me paranoid because of what's happened. And then I call my driver, he's downstairs. I see these guys come out of the shop. They didn't even buy anything. So like stuff like that.
Wow.
Like, I'm always like 10 steps ahead. Like if I go out to go eat, I make sure the driver's there. Cause I don't trust he's on that road of Novikov.
Yeah.
So you just go straight to the car.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like that.
shouldn't be
but
like
my life is like that now.
It's
Like even with today, like my driver's here. Yeah.
And this is the thing that people don't know that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? Like they just think, oh, what's going on with Jordon Ibe? That's all people think. What's going on with him? What's happening with him? But they don't know that this is what you're going through away from football. And I feel like people need to be appreciative that there's life outside of football and life happens. You know what I mean? And when life happens, it affects your work. I don't care what career you're in. When stuff like that happens, it's going to affect what you're doing on a day-to-day, man. So people need to be appreciative of that.
So obviously you know that it's tough times for everyone at the moment due to COVID, lockdown, whatnot. How was that for you?
That hit me hard because during COVID, at the beginning, there was still training for most clubs. So, you know, Bournemouth let me go within, there's 4 months left. They said, you can go.
Oh yeah, you said, yeah.
Yeah. So I was having to fend for myself, going for runs for myself, looking after my daughter from time to time, because she was the one keeping me in high spirits, but I was deep depressed, where I don't like to say it because it's quite disrespectful because I have a daughter, but like thinking of stuff like I don't even want to be here, and in tears most of the time during lockdown.
Now,
being real.
you mentioned you didn't want to be here.
It got to the point where my mum, like sleepless nights, she would have to call my cousin, who's the same age as me, to stay with me, just to make sure I don't do anything dumb. Because I was real depressed, honestly, man. Like, I've never been so depressed.
What did that dark place look like to you?
No hope. Like, why am I here? That was the thoughts in my head. And especially I was living alone because I'm not with my ex-partner, and my daughter's with her. Most of the time I've got time to myself to just think. I'm thinking to myself that I'm better off somewhere else, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've passed that stage, but like it was deep.
That's
And
crazy.
bar friends and family, or bar immediate people to you, who reached out to you? Any of the clubs that you've been at?
To be honest, no one. It's only when I put out that paragraph,
Open letter, yeah.
clubs want to reach out and show love, because there's publicity to them. But before that, no.
Was people aware you was going through that?
No. They just thought, oh, this guy, he's always grumpy, late to training, not socialising with the players, not really caring and stuff like that. But I was going through hell.
So when you say that, I was going to say, do you feel like, is it because you didn't want to show people that side of you? Because people will say that's a weakness? Or was it just you felt like you couldn't speak out because you just didn't want to let anyone know that's what you was going through?
Yeah, I didn't want no one to know other than my immediate family and close friends. So the only way I voiced it was on Instagram.
What brought you to that moment to like finally like
Because
voice it?
that day I felt like acting on it, to be honest. So I put that paragraph out, and while I was typing it, I was in tears. And then I spoke to my mum after. And then the next day I see it's everywhere. And then that's when people start showing me love, my own club, previous clubs. But beforehand, nothing.
When you read that and you posted it on your gram, did you feel like like weight off your shoulders, kind of relief.
Bruv, that was straight from the heart, fam. No
Yeah.
clout or anything. I wanted to help others because I knew like if you're not kicking ball or just during lockdown, I know people were going through depression, alcoholics, whatever, and that was everything I said was just pure. While I was on my balcony, just in tears.
I proper heard that, man, and I feel like as footballers, yeah, a lot of people think that we have to be macho, we got to be strong,
Yeah,
come
man.
across strong, all of this type of stuff. But I think it's good that, well, obviously not depression is good, but I think it's important that people know that there's this side as well, that we do have our battles, you know what I mean, mentally as well. It's not all glitz and glamour, like we struggle too, man, we hurt too, you know what I mean? So I fully respect the fact that you came out and you put out that open letter, you know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of courage to do that, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from the environments that we're coming from, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So credit to you on that. Credit to you on that.
thank you.
At the time that you was going through your depression, was there anything in place football-wise, PFA, FA, that you could go and speak to or reach out to? There
Not
wasn't.
at all. No one reached out.
Even after the open letter?
After
After the open letter.
Yeah.
But did you try and search for a way to talk to someone?
I just had my counsellor.
Oh, you just had your counsellor.
Yeah.
But was that brought to you recommended by footballers or?
Nah,
Yeah.
I'd known her from a few years back, and she had worked with someone in my family, and I trusted her well.
Okay.
So I was working with her, and it was through my auntie. But I started getting, support and love, and people were reaching out to me, like you did, Raheem, Sturridge, loads of other footballers, even kids that were 12 years old. They were making me think about life, thinking, how am I here trying to take my life? I'm having a 12-year-old that's from freaking Argentina telling me they're a fan of me, and they don't want me to die.
Big
I'm a fan of
inspiration,
you.
yeah.
I inspire them, and that touched me. I still got the direct
Messages to
message
you now.
on my phone, and I check it from time to time because a 12-year-old telling me that, and I've got my daughter back there.
That's big. So, go come from.
So obviously I haven't gone through what you're going through, you know what I mean? So I'm being as appreciative as I can your circumstance. But you see, with for example, with how I've navigated through football, I know it's easy to get, I wouldn't say lose your identity, but I would say it's easy to get caught up in all of that because, and then you start, your emotions, your daily emotions become based on your performances or what people say about you. And then if people say some bad stuff about you, it affects your mood now and you get lost in that identity of a footballer. But for me, what my saving grace was that I've always had a circle of friends that always just reminded me that, bro, you're snot nose from the ends. I used to have a runny nose. I still got it, but do you know what I mean?
I can see it.
You know what I mean? So people still I've had that circle of friends and from knee high, and I'll say this out. They don't know this because I don't move, but they've probably done more for me than I've done for them. Just for the fact that they reminded me that I'm snot nose and I'm just normal.
Same for my friends.
Yeah,
They've given me some serious reminders.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I feel that's good. And with me saying that, I would say, I'll ask this, what, is there more to Jordon Ibe because my friends they remind me what to be grateful for. Do you know what I mean? Oh, be grateful for this, be grateful for that. So what would you say that you're grateful for?
Having my family, having the friends that I have now, having my family, knowing the situation, so they check up on me more. Having my daughter, because she keeps me in high spirits when when I'm feeling low, and she plays a big part, a major part. Even if I'm not with her, just a FaceTime call, put a smile on my face, or if I FaceTime her in the morning, you know, I'll be ready for training.
And the reason why I asked that is so sick. And the reason why I asked that is because you just mentioned quite a few things that you're grateful for. Like I said, I'm not expert in this department, you know what I mean? But you just mentioned quite a few things what you're grateful for. I feel like, bro, you're super blessed, bro. You are super blessed, bro. And forget football. Let's park football aside. You, Femi, there's 3 Femis on this table, by the way. The name's Femi.
Yeah.
But you, Femi.
Wait, so you're trying to leave man up?
Yeah, 3 Fems, 3 squared, 10 squared.
Bro, like you're blessed, bro. You've got a good circle of friends. You had from knee high. You've got a beautiful daughter. Do you know what I mean? You've got a loving family that take care of you, and I feel like you should remind yourself more of the blessings that you've got. Let's not even football. Let's not talk about football. Do you know what I mean? Just as a human being, and just try. And like I said, I'm not expert in this department. You know what I mean? But I feel like as human beings, we need to just remind ourselves of what we're grateful for.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And thank God that we're breathing. Honestly, thank God that for my family. Thank God for my daughter. And just count the blessings instead of but the way this world is perceived is they project the world to look at the negatives. Do you get what I'm saying? Before anything, so sometimes you don't even see the blessings because everything is shed in a negative light.
And that's
You know
what.
what I mean?
Sorry, I don't want to butt in,
Go on.
but that's what. If you look at his story, the tabloids, the papers, they're only taking anything that's gone wrong in his life. They're not posting pictures of him and his daughter. They're not posting pictures of him doing great in the field. It's when something's wrong, that's when they want to know you. That's when they want to, for the papers, they want to get the tabloids, you get what I'm trying to say? And what's crazy for me, and something that I think you should voice is, you've mentioned what you're grateful for. 85% of the world would say money. You didn't mention that. And I think it's a massive thing where it tells us that no amount of money can cure any type of depression, any type of mental health that you're going through. So on that, why didn't you mention money?
Because I've come to terms with it. Like when I was younger, I used to go to the club, but now it's the most important thing is, you know, my health, my daughter, my family, looking after them. It's more work now. I don't really care for money. Obviously, it pays the bills, but it's
nothing.
It's nothing to me, honestly. All these material things.
You mentioned your daughter quite a few times, and
yeah, because she's the highlight of the whole of my life, man.
And I know she's over there right now. You know what I mean? Jumping around and that. She's a beautiful, beautiful girl.
We should bring her on. She come on.
Bring her on.
Cooler.
All right. Watch it out, Shy.
She see the lights. She see the lights. She say what?
Take a pic.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Where you going? No, come to daddy. You want to take a seat?
Hello, you.
All right, come.
Princess.
All right.
You paintings?
Come.
Is that your paintings?
Hello, darling.
How old is she now?
She's gonna be 3 in May. May the 8th.
Look at the lights. Look at the lights. Yeah, so she's obviously played a massive part for you.
Yeah, definitely.
It's what you look to when you've had dark days, and it's a blessing for
I
you.
might just go in her room sometimes and just look at her pictures. Yeah.
Nah, that's a beautiful thing, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you've got your daughter here, and I'm glad that you realised that this is what you're fighting for. You know what I mean? Everything you're doing is for her ultimately at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's real proper.
Harry, look, you've messed up the mic, Harry. Your hair.
Yeah.
Rapunzel.
Yeah.
But no, it's terrific for you coming on the show with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it a lot,
Yeah.
and we just want to make sure that you're good, and we're always here. Anytime you want to talk, anytime you want to express anything that you're going through, we'll always be here to help and benefit you. And like I said, we want to make sure that you're good in order for you to be well on the pitch and off the pitch. So we appreciate you coming on.
No,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
all of this, man.
We do, because after this, you might even touch another 300, 200 kids that see this, and you know, it will help them a lot.
It
Yeah,
will.
definitely.
It will, man, because
It's about the future, man.
it's true. Jordon, I just want to say massive respect for you for coming out for this once again.
Thank you, man.
And bro, just keep pushing it. If you need anything, I'm here for you. This is what I'm here for. You know what I mean? And we're definitely going to keep in touch after this one. This is not
100%.
Thank you.
Sure,
No,
man,
anytime.
you know what I mean?
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for coming
Yeah.
on.
So big up.
Big up! Bow! Harry! We done it! Yes! 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 We're clapping for you.
So I'll ask you this off camera.
This one's interesting.
Interesting!
This one here.
It's an
So-
air.
Who's the drippiest on the table? Because wait, first of all,
No, we have to leave him out though. On the table right now.
Wait, hold. Before we start this, obviously Jordan's known to be drippy, innit? Like, and what I mean by drippy is can dress.
No, wait, I don't like the way Jordan's even looking away. Like, we even said that he's even looking away. No! Like, man,
No, he's all got the blonde
Yeah,
hair
the blonde hair, the tats, everything.
The tats, he knows how to. So he's
The
known
Shanae
one of the
Aries.
best dressed. innit? You know what I mean? I know him and Chuba have their battles and that.
Yeah.
He's better dressed than that, but on this table right now.
you know what? I say to James when I see his outfit sometimes, I'm thinking, yeah, James.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
But
I like that one.
you know what it is? My thing is not everyday thing. It's only when I'm stepping out, I wanna get
So
me.
he's cancelling himself.
No, I'm not cancelling him. You know my thing. Hey, Fem, you know what? I like.
Let me tell you what
he's
it is.
cancelling himself
I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to land after.
Sugar me, you had one pink suit on.
Yeah, George, you're right.
No, that was just a video for the Instagram.
No, do you know what it is? I promise you, I'm not even just saying this to back Medy, yeah? We're OGs, bro. We've done it.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie.
No, don't say.
You
What do you
lot-
mean
you
you've
lot-
done
you
it?
lot ain't done it better than us.
No. Wait. Wait, no.
They haven't done it better than us. I promise you.
No, but no, you know what?
I promise you.
Done what? What have you done? What have you done? Yeah.
Levi's and kickers.
Bro,
You're saying.
we've done it,
So
bro.
talk to me. You've done it. What's done it? What's done it?
We've dressed now.
Tell me the attire.
The
Oh, we're
attire.
talking today. He's joining you out.
I'm not gonna remember.
Come on, man.
You've done it. Show your attire.
Bro, we've done it.
No.
Now we're just, it's just cool now. Like,
You
just
can't just come with that
chill.
statement,
You
man.
can't.
You know what I mean?
Get pics out, man. Come on.
Get
I know
pics,
you got
something.
pics with your boys.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't even get pics. No, you know why? Because it's been done, though.
It's been done.
You see when we first started, not first started going out, like, the D squared, all these deals,
I don't wear
torches,
this-
and
I
you
don't
know,
wear
We're
this-
not
designer.
we're not saying drip is a designer thing.
don't
We're saying
wear-
No,
looking
but
right.
I wear some mad things. I've been wearing mad things like mad hoodies, mad trousers, and that mix and match, but make it look nice, broski. You know what I want?
Medy could dress. It's just that How long you gonna keep
Okay,
doing
okay.
it for?
No, but what we're saying is,
Hi.
compare it to our generation. Our generation's mad with the clothes. Mad. I can name footballers now.
All right, so let me tell you, you know I embrace youth. So the ones that come after us is always meant to be better, you know.
For real.
So
But me and Medy, out of like, let's say our environment of
You and
footballers,
Medy,
yeah.
out of me and Jay, you're telling me your drip's better.
We're like,
no.
R9.
Answer the question.
We're like R9 and Ronaldinho,
No,
and you guys are like,
Neymar, and
yeah, all of that.
Neymar, and Neymar and Jesus.
No, wait, listen.
Yeah, yeah. I just clocked the man said Jesus.
No. So we're asking the
He looks
question.
disgusted, by the way.
It's mad. I don't understand what you're saying. We're saying
I know it's rubbish.
it's silly. We're saying what is better.
I gave the perfect example.
They give designers. I don't wear
Yeah,
them.
no,
No,
I don't
no,
do
I don't.
design.
We don't.
Yeah.
No, that was back in the days when we first started. But now, fam, we just rock anything. We just
We're not.
I
We're
can
not.
tell. I can tell.
Look, we're saying what looks better. Our generation's mad when it comes to the drip.
Futuristic, man.
Crazy,
Like Fem said, I
bro.
hear that. Like, you see, when you've done it a bit, like you're not gonna be competing with.
We're not saying compete, but we're saying
my own lane, bro.
we're saying we're comparing it to your generation,
You old
our
heads.
generation. You old heads. Yeah, trust me, bro.
Exactly. There was no gram there.
No, but bro,
nowadays you lot have got nowadays you guys have got blueprints to go off. So you guys can go and look on a Travis
So you lot didn't.
or future Instagram.
You lot
Look
didn't?
at that.
Nah,
No,
not really.
we were making it happen. There was no gram.
So you didn't look after people when they wore their
I
drip.
looked up to one guy,
Who go on?
Kanye West.
Okay, so you had someone that
I
you
looked up
looked
to
at.
one guy, Kanye West.
So you had someone that you looked at, bro.
You know, and
We can say Travis Scott. You looked up to someone.
I looked up to one guy, Kanye
Who's
West.
taking
Don't
pictures
play.
and looking like
Don't
that,
play
bro?
around.
Let me see.
Don't play around.
Let me see.
2015, I told you. Don't play. Like, nah, don't play around.
Come on, man. Don't annoy me.
Trust me. Trust me.
I passed the torch down well, man. I told you well, man. I told you well, bro.
It's the torch, bro.
Come on, that looks professional, bro.
No,
one's
I
doing
can't
them
lie.
bits.
I can't
No
lie.
one.
I can't lie. There was one time, yeah. No, James, you already know. Your thing's high.
Yeah.
Your thing's high. There was one time, yeah. Remember when Chiba had the birthday party at his yard? So there was one time Chiba had the birthday party at his yard, yeah. And
Oh, that one time ago.
yeah. And then
Blood fire.
we went, yeah. And then when I pulled up late. But I got,
When his mum was there.
yeah, his mum and that was there.
Sister.
And then I just see Jordan come out of one room, yeah, bro.
Come out of the room with
Looking
you.
like a rock star. Oh, your ones. Oh. Why you getting paranoid, bro?
No, I thought you were trying to say I come out the room with a chin.
No. I think the living room was like, yeah. Bro, he came out looking like a rock star, you know. I was like, wow. Hey,
Jordan's thing was different.
this boy can dress, you know.
No, his thing was different.
Yeah. Man said you're welcome.
Yeah, his thing was different.
No, I rate that still.
Yeah,
I rate that now because I look at the youngsters that like obviously I look at you, James. There's Sanch, there's Reece Nelson, and
Hector.
yeah, like you get me, Hector. Yeah, like no, he's like
It's mad, bro. You can't say that this generation of drip is surpassed
It's how it's
your
supposed to
level.
be, 'cause, like,
it's crazy, bro.
give it another
Because we can
bar
give you
and
different. It's crazy,
Will be
bro.
better than us.
It's crazy, bro. So you have to accept it. Like you lot are the old men and that. It's calm.
Man said old men, you know.
You're doing your thing and that. It's
I
calm.
wouldn't say that. But like in 5 years, 10 years, there'll be people like better than me.
So
It will be hard, but
So
on the road, they'll be better than us.
nah, for real.
where you
like, you know
where
what,
you
they
both
got the swag.
So, yeah.
So where you both ranking yourselves?
high
Out of
level.
what?
High level.
Out of the mandem, like the boys, local
Local.
footballers.
Hard
Yeah.
footballers.
Like let's say Tuba, Tish, Medy,
Medy's not in there. He's one of you lot.
yeah, well OGs, you can't even count us no more. But
You're
James,
yeah.
James, out of you lot,
You lot,
yeah,
that bunch,
your
that
bunch.
bunch.
Where are you ranking yourself? the Reece Nelsons, the all of that. Where are you ranking yourself?
I'm not being big time. 10.
So you're top.
I rate that.
You're top.
Yeah.
Where are you ranking yourself?
It's not just the Travis look. I'm telling you, man can dress. 10. I'm being
Me,
honest.
I'd give myself a solid 9.
Where are you ranking yourself?
A solid 9.
Where are you ranking yourself?
I said 9.
Out of all the boys though.
Out of the boys, but we need a list.
10. I thought it was
We
out
need
of
a
10.
list though. Like, it's defo.
Are you top 3?
You're talking like 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. 10
Oh,
out
no.
of 10.
No, I'm saying are you top 3?
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
I'm top 3.
Top 1.
James, do you get?
He. I can't say top 1, but I can say he's top 1.
Oh, so you could just better than you.
Hundo, remember I told you when I was young, he was the guy that done it.
Yeah.
That's no cap. Because I can cap on this thing now. I can cap on this thing. I can cap on this thing now and say, man's the best. Bro, man was actively looking at George's thing and saying, nah, mad.
So he's kind
So
of
he
like,
has to be
he's kind of like a trailblazer
But
for your generation.
no, let me tell you something. Many
Wait,
quick
nah,
one.
you-
Quick one. Let me tell you something.
No.
Let me tell you something. You see the list that you named? Sanchez, Reece, he done it before them.
Is it?
When drip
It's
wasn't
the
drip
truth
to
though,
us,
'cause
he
like-
done it.
What's it? No disrespect to them, but what's it? Sanch was still at Man City in that, and Reece was in the youth team. And
Yeah.
that. I was doing it then. they got drip now, 100%.
They got
They're
drip
looking
on them.
saucy. Hector was doing it around the same time, maybe behind me, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
looking drippy as well.
All right.
He has to.
No,
Hundo.
all jokes aside, I'll give it to you guys. You guys.
Tish. I have to message him after. Yeah. Send my condolences. Hey. I'm joking.
But yeah, like
love that man.
in terms of that, I'm not even just trying to blow smoke up his ass, but it's George done it from way back. But if you was to say, but if you was to say
gassing me.
one person in your generation that's top, who would it be? Because I wouldn't know.
I know who it is, but you might not even know him.
Who?
But I know one. I know one
Andre
person.
Blackman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him.
And Andre Blackman, I'm not gonna lie,
Who's that?
he will mock your generation too. He will come down to your
Wait,
generation.
have you been real?
He will come down
Be
to your
real.
generation
Be
and
real.
he'll win.
Be real.
He's played for a few clubs. I was with him at Celtic. But yeah, Andre's thing's mad.
He's on another planet.
But the
You're
only
close. You're
No,
close.
do you know what it is?
To be honest, you're close, but where?
no, but why?
Maybe because he's the first I've seen that wows me every time he comes out, and,
Yeah.
and like first impression lasts a long
How old
time.
is he?
He's my age,
Which is?
29.
And I'm just like him, or close.
Yeah, you're close, but
Oh,
I
just
think he
give me
edges it.
Okay. When I'm 29, we'll see.
You got what, 5 years?
5 years. Just looking in the closet.
Yeah, looking in the closet. But no,
Yeah.
trust me, the drip thing, different. These lots thing, gazy.
Each to their own, man. It's what you're comfortable in.
Each to their own, it's true, man.
And that's you know what? It's funny how you said that because people rock things and you can tell they're not comfortable in it. So that's why you don't
just
look.
doing it
Yeah,
because they see other man doing
But
it.
when you're comfortable in what you're wearing, like you wear it proper, like
Yeah.
you get me.
It's
So
true.
man,
Man
them
can tell you, oh, you don't look good. If you feel good in your
feel
clothes,
good.
it's
Exactly.
calm.
It's
calm,
But
yeah.
I see guys put on stuff and I'm thinking, you're
true.
doing it because you see other ballers.
That's true. It's true. And do you know what's so funny? Yeah, I had a crazy argument at training the other day because I think I was talking and then one of my teammates must have said something like, "Yeah, I don't spend money on." No, he said it to sound cool. He didn't even say it because he meant it. He just said it just to sound correct. Yeah, I don't spend money on clothes or trainers. I think it's a waste of money. He said it something like that, but
How's
I had
the
to-
person then?
I had to check him. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? It's a waste of money. People wear clothes because they want to feel bad clothes because they want to feel good. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't matter like how if people spend money on clothes. You know what I mean? Like, man spends money on clothes. Everyone spends money on clothes, bro. Do you know what I mean? Would you say you go in on spend money on clothes though, like fees?
What? I spend bread on clothes. But the thing is, man actually likes clothes. Like, it's not something that, of course, you'll say like, footballers shouldn't spend all your money. But if you've got the money, I'm one of the ones where if you've got your money to spend it, spend it.
What's the most you lot have spent on a shopping spree? Because I remember one time, yeah, I remember one time we was at, we went Bicester. Boy, what Medy done in Bicester that day, yeah?
Bicester, I wouldn't even clock
Me
like
and
Bicester's like kind of like a thing, innit?
Nah, but me and Abs, yeah, you know me and Abs are funny guys, man. So sometimes we can even go Bicester and spend £100 and be like, drive all the way to Oxford, yeah, and spend the bills and come back like, yo. But one time, I must have gone Bicester, yeah, and bro, Medy's come. Me, Abs, and Medy, we've gone Bicester. We've gone in Burberry. Medy's picked up this, that. We've gone in Dolce. Medy's picked up this, that. Bro, Medy's walking. I think Medy must have spent about 2 racks that day in Bicester. Just like an off-the-cuff trip, like. Bro, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Your money.
Like you said, you love clothes, innit? Like if you like clothes, you want to look good and it makes you feel good. Like when you want to step out, you don't want to feel like this don't fit right or you want to look good. So I like clothes as well. So that's the thing, man. You have to look good, man.
So what's the most you lot say you spent on the shopping spree? Jordan, go on.
I spent a lot, but these days, like for the last maybe 2 years, I've been investing in houses.
Nah, that's brilliant to hear.
Yeah, my mum does that for me.
Nah, that's
But
sick.
spending clothes, it was ridiculous when I went to Miami one time. Yeah, we'll leave it as that. It was my first time going to Miami.
So you done a mad
I
thing.
never heard of that place called Ball Harbour. Yeah, I
Mad.
hear it in music.
Mad.
And
Oh, you know
I
about
saw
Medy,
the
yeah?
place.
Mad. We went with Tuba and that trip we went with
It's
Tuba.
not attached to you. It's going to the thing.
It's like fake money.
Holiday shopping's expensive.
Yeah,
You know what it is? But you know what it is? For me, when we done it, like to the place I went, was me, Tuba, Tistos, Belwas. It's not that we needed to buy clothes. It was just we went to see. You get me? Yeah.
It's the thrill.
And then we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
started shopping. And I'm thinking we didn't need the clothes, kind of, but we just started
You're in
shopping.
Balenciaga, across there, Chanel. You're thinking, oh my days, I don't want to leave. You're there for like 3-4 hours. You get back, it's night time, time to hit the strip.
Yeah.
Go yard, everything. You're just buying.
Go, nah. You're the next
You don't want to go yard stuff.
Nah, I got 2 still. I got 2 still.
Oh man, it was. I got like a little what's it called, like wallet kind of thing, like card holder thing, from at the time, you know, at the time.
Elaborate, bro.
You get me? From a person I was seeing at the time. That's about it. But then when I see my man had the whole set, I'm thinking, yeah, Tuba went in, you know. Man had the whole set. I swear that's like 6-7 racks or something for the whole set.
Mad,
For that suitcase, is that 6 bags?
So he had the whole set. So what's that then?
20 bags.
Yeah,
Big man thing. Big man thing.
100%.
It's expensive.
Miami, crazy place though, ain't there?
Yeah, I wouldn't go back though, man. It's a fake place.
It
Yeah, it's
is.
not real.
It's not what I wanted.
Yeah, I agree with
The
that.
first time I enjoyed it because I went with maybe 10, 15 people, family and friends. And then the second time I went, I spend unnecessary money. I'd get bottles, go toilet, and then come back. There's only the bottles are upside down. It's like 10 girls on the table who I don't even know because of the promoter.
You're promoting the spring.
And jumping over the seat, I'm getting in the Uber, going back to the Blue Fountain. Fountain Blue.
Blue Fountain.
Hey, Jordan said blue fountain.
Femi came out, boy.
Blue
Femi came out.
Femi came out.
Blue Fountain.
Sorry. Cut that bit. I beg you, cut that bit.
No, but in Miami,
Sort me out. Travis fans.
no, in Miami, that bottle thing's crazy. It's because, like, you see the waitresses on the table.
And they put you under pressure, man. Peer pressure.
Yeah,
They're like,
peer pressure.
so you come Miami from London, you're not gonna do anything. I'm thinking, he's got a point, you know.
Yeah.
And they bring out a British flag for you. They really make it feel like
With my fat face.
The smoke, everything.
Great Britain flag, you know. It's crazy. The whole Great Britain flag for you, bro.
Nah, like, that's why I didn't rate it. You see when we went,
Yeah.
man's chilling. They said the guy saying, yeah, the London boys are in the building. Everyone's like, woo! Oh, I seen him bringing out the balls. I see a picture of Tish. He's doing like this. I said, a football picture, I've been bringing it like this. I'm thinking, nah, I said, yeah. I said, no.
Oh,
I said, this one here,
days.
yeah. We need to stop all this.
It is crazy.
That is funny, bro.
We need to stop all this, bro.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up, innit?
Yeah, man. That's us, man. Well done, man. Hey.
No, appreciate you coming, bro.
Just for coming.